Starting today, if you're calling anyone in Detroit or the surrounding Wayne County suburbs, you have to dial 313 first, and that means dialing all 10 digits to reach somebody, both the area code and the 7-digit telephone number. So why do you have to make that change? Well, it's because the state says it's running out of available numbers in that famous 313 area code. Happens in a lot of places around the country, and instead of issuing new 313s from now on, it'll be a 679 area code. Now, to break down these changes, we're joined by Ryan McEnany. Did I get that right, Ryan?
Yep, you did.
Look at that. Director of the Telecommunications Division for the Michigan Public Service Commission. So walk me through how this comes about. You just ran out of 313s?
Yeah, after almost 80 years of 313 being assigned for that area code, with the evolution of technology, new devices, there's just the high demand on numbers, and it's inevitable that area codes do run out of numbers. So 313, after some splits over the years, we're just reaching that point that the number's running out and we need to have a new area code assigned to this area.
The next question is, how did you land on 679? Did you get to choose that, or is that assigned?
It's assigned by the NAMPA, it's the North American Numbering Council, our plan administrator. They assign those numbers, so we don't get to pick and choose which numbers we want. I know it's not flashy like the 313, but that's the area code that is assigned, and it's just an overlay. So it's nice because the 313 isn't splitting. They're just putting this area code on top of the existing 313 service area.
When everybody was getting cell phones and more people were using cell phones just for home phones, and like landlines were kind of going bye-bye, I thought, oh, this is going to help zip codes kind of have a longer life probably. But I'm guessing that just not enough numbers get landlines go by the wayside to make up for the gap of people getting cell phones.
Yeah, there's just so many technology devices out there that's creating that demand on the numbers. So you have the cell phones, which is another demand on those 313 numbers. But even if you think about it, your car, you have like OnStar associated it with your car, different smart devices, tablets. It's just that greater demand. So you might not use these numbers in calling, but you need a telephone number for these devices to work. And that's what's really pulling that demand. So 313 is running out. It's projected right now, the first quarter of 2028 is when the 313 numbers will be completely run out of the available numbers, but that's fluid. It all depends on numbering demand.
By the way, do you know the exact number of how many 313 numbers there are? I try to think, the combination has got to be astronomical.
Yeah, I don't have the exact number. It is something that we could reach out to NAMPA for. But yeah, for how long 313 has been here, since 1947.
Yeah.
So yes, there are many numbers associated with that area code. But it's inevitable. It's happening all across the country that area codes are just running out.
Well, in New York, they made a whole, this happened, and it became a whole episode of Seinfeld back in the day. I don't know if you remember that, where Elaine had to get the new number, and no one wanted to date her, and they thought, oh, you must be from somewhere else. I can't associate with you.
Yep.
I don't know if you remember that one.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Yeah, and the biggest thing is, because 313 is an identity, and the biggest thing is that it's not going away. So if you have that number, it's not going away. I know there was a lot of concern of, oh my gosh, I'm going to lose my number. That's not the case. And like I said, even though 679 is now coming into play, there's still a couple of years left of available 313 numbers before that kicks in. So hopefully that puts a lot of people at ease that 313 is there to stay. It's just the numbers do run out.
And hopefully our crazy neighbor who always walks into our apartment will just keep associating with us, even though we have a 679. Ryan McEnany, thanks so much for your time this morning. Appreciate the breakdown. It's going to be an unusual change.
You're welcome. Thank you.
Good to talk to you. Get ready. Hang on. If you have one of those 313s, folks, hold on tight.